I've started saying that, but when it actually comes down to it, it does get hard to like consciously fail. And I don't know, I think I love the idea that it's perfect. Like these 4 years are supposed to be your test ground. Like this is the time where you're supposed to make failures, but sometimes you forget that. Sometimes like your classes or that environment just makes you feel like you're not supposed to fail. You're just supposed to excel at what you're doing. And in some ways, failure is discouraged because it's not seen as a stepping stone. It's seen as a fault or something that's wrong or something that you should be knowing. So I guess breaking out of that mentality is very important while being here.
Well, let's define success and failure then. Whether you want to say that it's on the grading scale, which puts A and B at 80 to 90, or if it's just yes or no, which let's just say is 51-49, then whatever the metric as a percentage basis that we're defining success as, we're at least saying it's not 100, right? I mean, we've at least established by any acceptance of those parameters. Therefore, failure is absolutely present. No different than good days and bad days. I have never met, I have traveled with billionaires and also the wildest, most successful people. I have never met anyone who only has good days. Of course there's bad days. The goal is to have more good days than bad days.
Right.
And we're going to achieve that really through the repetition of practice. I mean, we could use a sort of tired analogy in Michael Jordan's, not making the team, struggling in high school, going to college, but every day practicing free throws, and then through just, I don't know if there's any more of a mundane task than just the exercise of free throws, but through that, I think he perfected it. If you are 20 years old, and if you're imagining the 27-year-old version of yourself as some titan of the industry, then it didn't happen when you were 26. I mean, that was I was very conscious of success not needing to be achieved immediately, but success has to have clues. Like there has to be some sort of identifiable roadmap. I could lead you very quantitatively, well, and qualitatively, but I could lead you certainly through the steps that led to where I am today. You wouldn't be shocked. I mean, we won't bore the process, but I could say, here's everything I did, here's the timing of it, here are the successes, here are the failures, here's what I have now. As engineers, you'd be like, yep, that checks out. But it was the path. You know, we focus so much on the
result.
The knockout punch. That's the video. It's the kick to the head where the guy's. But what we missed, it was everything that led to that. Like we don't watch those videos. We don't see the diet regimen, the tireless practice. But we know when we stop and say, well, come on, it's not that kick. It was we would all nod our heads. That's why we're intelligent enough to be here. But that's not, so if we accept that, which you fundamentally do, then you of course would accept that you have to practice your free throws. And you wouldn't be intimidated by missing one. It's just, I hate to say that, I hate to deminimize the romance of human interaction, and I don't just mean in dating, I mean in friendship or in peer-to-peer studying, as just a rule of numbers. Like it's just, it is obviously more than that, but you gotta just keep diving back in. At least you are forgiven entirely when in college. That's what you're supposed to be doing, I think.